This week we celebrate World Population Week, where a number of issues have come up and it's been discussed. And with me, I have Dr. Natalia Kanem. She is the UNFPA representative in Tanzania. Dr. Natalia, how has Tanzania performed in terms of achieving the SDGs?
We are so excited about World Population Day because Zanzibar is joining Tanzania and all the member states of the United Nations in commemorating and looking at the issues that population brings. And one of these issues has to do with the desire of the world to move forward together. And the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, the global goals, are part of that understanding. There's 17 of them, and they're different to the past ones, which were the MDGs. When the world turned 2000 at the millennium, we had the Millennium Development Goals. And Tanzania did really well. For most of them, Tanzania really achieved, and we're so proud that for the one on child mortality, fewer children died in Tanzania during the course of those 15 years. The big challenge for the new set, which is again 15 years, is the mother death in childbirth. We want to make sure that every pregnancy is wanted and that every childbirth is safe. So Tanzania did not do well for the goal that it set for itself on death in childbirth of mothers. So that's one of the big pushes for the global goals coming forward. And the new global goals are broader. We're talking about life on land, which has to do with farming. We're talking about decent work, gender equality. There are 17 of them. They're very crisp. They're very clear. And I'm excited about it because young people in Zanzibar are also excited about it.
That's wonderful to hear. You talk about empowering girls, and then why girls?
Girls, investing in teenage girls is so crucial. And the reason is we want them to have a happy, healthy, educated future. Compared to boys, girls are so much more quick to drop out of school. When a girl gets pregnant, out of ignorance and not understanding her own body. That's why we insist that teenage girls ujue mwili wako, because teenage girls actually are not ready for reproductive life. So it's so important for us to nurture that girl. Wezecha msichana means that we really want to prepare them so that they can be a good citizen, so that they can be a contributing citizen, so that they can be educated enough to get a job and help Zanzibar to continue to prosper.
Thank you. And maybe finally, why do you think you had a pavilion, a platform at ZIF? What were you guys doing down there?
Well, the Zanzibar International Film Festival is known all around the world. And it's exciting for UNFPA this year to be a formal co-sponsor of the Women's Panorama. The Women Panorama and the films that are showing our teenage girls made in Africa what all of the issues, the emotions, the stories that carry their image, it's really critical for them to be able to see themselves reflected. And ZIF, in its wisdom, has the Women's Panorama. UNFPA has decided to co-sponsor, and many of the films that are coming up, like Aisha, speak to the experience of girls like we have in Zanzibar. So we think that the more that audiences understand what we are facing in East Africa and in Tanzania, that teenage girl is going to feel empowered, she's going to have her information, she's going to have her education, and she will be able to be protected so that she can have a happy future.
And now talking about the mother-infant mortality rate, do you have any statistics available?
Yes, well, as we know, all partners that work on women's health have made a commitment that we want to save lives. We want to be able to protect the mother First of all, by having her be old enough to be fully matured. We also would like to have a situation where her health care is readily available to her, because there is a very clear relationship between having a skilled attention when you're pregnant and when you're delivering, and being able to deliver safely. So the maternal mortality rate in Zanzibar is too high. And this is why we're working with the government of Canada, through the government of Zanzibar and in Tanzania, to ensure that Afya Bora is a success here. We're providing information, we're providing services, we're providing family planning, and we really think that if we all work together, that the maternal mortality rate, which is in the 400s, will start to drop.
Thank you very much, Dr. Natalia. It's been me, Paul Owere, from Mwananchi Digital.